Now I want just the couple of you guys to roll initiative real quick. I'm just gonna roll d20 for these guys. This is for the skeletal creature. Okay, good.
Alright, fuck.
Well, actually, I can just make him.
Sorry, I'm back.
Well, you forgot to maintain your curse on the GM.
Yeah,
Correct.
he lost his concentration when he was maintaining his rage.
True.
Boom.
Alright, so the knight is going to roll his initiative, which I think I still have that up, don't I? Yep. Not bad. However, oh, I need to add it, right, because I didn't actually roll. Cool. So this individual right here, he is going to, let's see, how far away is he?
He is 90.
Does he perceive you to be a threat?
Should hope so.
I just dealt him 54 fucking damage.
Yeah. So
Anime shoved him through some walls.
he is cool. So with his first movement, he moves to here.
The fuck do you mean? He is cool.
I mean that's exactly what I meant it to say. He's gonna use his bonus action to then get to here as a dash with his bonus action. And then he is going to attack you. Now let me see. This. I'm just changing it. Cool. Why does that mace say piercing damage? That's dumb.
Maybe it's a really spiky mace.
It could be a morning.
Sure. Good point. Good point. That was a dumb question. So he gets 2 attacks with his Tonfa, which is the same as a mace. Let me just change the name, I guess. Awesomer. He gets 2 attacks. So he's going to attack you, Hannibal.
Yep. Hit.
Okay. Oh, second attack is a miss.
No, it's a hit.
12 is a hit. Okay. So he hits you. Are you going to burn him alive? Righteous Fury?
No, I'm not. It's
So yeah, with
too early in the day for that.
With more quickness and grace than you were probably expecting, he covers the distance between where he was and where you were. Probably deftly like leaping over the clumsy sword swipe at him from the knight. And as he like slides in front of you, he like wraps your thigh and you feel like a sharp pain. And then just like uppercuts you with the short half of the tonfa as well.
Does the mask come off?
No, I don't think the mask comes off. If it would crit you, maybe, but no, I think it absorbs some of the blow and you kind of like stumble backwards, not expecting the blow to strike true.
You're lucky you're a small fry. Otherwise I'd have burned you alive right there.
Yeah, so he actually says something. He speaks.
Ooh.
But it's in a language you don't recognize. And it's kind of got that like hollow, like video game logic how skulls talk. Right? Where it's like
yeah, it's like you can hear that
yeah, and then there's like it sounds like it's reverberating through his skull for whatever reason. Yeah, it kind of says that. Just so you have a description of what it sounds like. It sounds like Mandarin. If you were, if you knew what that was.
Well, she did it.
Right, exactly.
That's Japanese.
I mean, close.
Nani?
But yeah, it sounds like it's Mandarin.
Yeah.
For your knowledge, but obviously
Tonal
Hannibal.
monosyllabic.
Hannibal has no idea probably what that is. So
Tragically, neither does Jericho. Probably.
yeah.
I don't suppose that's just what dwarvish sounds like in this world, right?
No. No, the individual appears to be of human configuration.
Okay.
But it is your turn, Jericho. As the knight had to dash to get within range.
Right. Okay. Oh, they're just all clustering around it. Genius. Brilliant. What a fantastic idea. Jericho is going to run up, take a slash.
Ooh.
15 hit.
15 does not hit.
Damn it. And just keep on running, taunting it as he goes.
Yeah, and I think that immediately, Jericho, you recognize that this thing was way quicker than your blade. Like, the reason he dodged wasn't because you hit some armor. He just like bent out of the way in a contortionist pose that you couldn't hit him with it. Do you take the attack if you run away?
I do not.
Okay. Do you have disengage as a bonus action, right? Yeah, there we go.
Not a bonus action.
There you
Just
go.
free when I hit things. Or don't hit things.
Got
Yeah.
it. When you hit or not. Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
So because you attacked it, you don't get attacked. So he probably goes to lunge out, but you're already out of range, so he thinks better of it. Prior to striking
Lacking any kind of linguistic opportunity to mock this thing, Jericho will instead offer the time-honored taunt of
Okay.
as he darts away.
Good. Seems useful. Hannibal, it is your turn.
It'll
Having
just blast it away from me.
Rolled a 3.
Good call.
Okay.
Good call.
You do get disadvantage, unless you hit, of course.
And then I push him back. Do the rest have disadvantage? You know what? I would say that they do.
I think they do because they all resolve. Yeah, they all resolve at the same time, regardless of.
In that case, when I have advantage on an attack, wouldn't that also mean I have advantage on all three of them?
No. Because it's a different attack roll.
Yes, but all right, sure, whatever.
That's a good question.
So-
I actually don't know the answer.
That's
to
the
that.
reason why Eldritch Blast is set up the way it is that you can miss multiple times, but then still hit once. Type of deal.
Mhm. Yeah, the question is just should it count as him firing all three in sequence or in a single volley?
Yeah.
Right.
No, because you had. So
That is actually a good question.
the first one hits. And how much damage does it do? Ooh,
10.
very, very close. Very close. Almost enough to wreck this thing. And I think maybe you blast it and you see some of the rib cage bones disintegrate and shatter with the force damage. And you can tell that his strength is flagging at this point.
Then I move over to here. And did this dude... Oh, no, that guy spent the entire turn getting over to us, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, then I move to right there.
Okay.
Slacker.
So, this individual, he's going to attack with his 2 attacks. Base attack. Ooh. The second one actually misses. The first one hits, though. Solid blow. And then he's going to attempt to essentially you see his hand, his bony skeleton hand kind of forms a knife edge, right? All of his fingers extend into a point. And he tries to essentially throat stab this guy. And we'll see if that works for him.
Does he literally have a throat stab attack?
No. It's essentially just a melee attack. But I'm gonna make it piercing just for shits and giggles. Cool, he hits.
I said.
All right, yeah. So he's slightly distracted by that. But does it lose a last attack roll? Oh, so he is actually distracted enough. Never mind, because this guy is wearing like plate armor. So he's distracted enough that the guy's able to get his shield up in the way and kind of deflect the blow, leaving it for his turn, in which he's going to take
you
his.
Owe me your life now.
Exactly, where he's going to take his longsword and slash in with his 2 attacks, both missing horrendously.
I'm going to call you Farron too.
Jericho, it's your turn.
Wonderful. Well, let's. Yeah, I'm not sure about the. They're both attack rolls anyway. Jericho will once again dart in.
Yeah.
Slash with the. Well, stab with the enchanted stabbing.
Oof.
Miss entirely, and dart away again. It's just bards. All bards are now cursed. I see.
Yeah, that must be what it is. You know, I think we hit critical mass of bards, and then it just took
1.5.
It wow. It took a few weeks to settle in, but you know, I think it's finally coming to fruition. But Hannibal, will you be the one to finish this one off? Oh. Yeah, no, your critical is more than enough to blast this thing. And it shatters upon this. It just like shatters upon the wall. And then as it crumples in dust and you see the clothes begin falling, the gems kind of topple and they kind of like settle for a moment. And you see the knight like shields his sword and he like takes a deep breath out, and then you Jericho, you hear a very low hum like.
Sorry, I hear very low what?
Very low hum coming from the gemstones, and they look like they're vibrating, and they also look volatile.
I'm gonna suggest you get away from those.
Yeah, he looks at you in confusion, like what do you mean? He's not paying attention.
No, get away! Don't stare at me.
That's his last word.
Yeah. Are you also going to like actively move away? You have a moment to do. You've noticed this.
Yeah, definitely. Put
Okay.
some more distance between me and those gems.
Let's roll a wisdom saving throw for this guy.
Could I, hearing Jericho say that, can I also move back?
Yeah.
Can this guy have advantage because I'm aiding him in making an obvious choice?
Yeah, he's like he was still in the throes of battle, but luckily he's able to move away. And as he does, the gems erupt in a bright flash of this kind of blood red color, kind of covering this whole area here.
Is it loud?
I think that it is no louder than the sound of, like, the breaking of a branch. Like, the kind of that cracking noise if you break a branch off a tree.
But so there's no way that through a door and another story that the dude at the bottom would hear this?
No, probably not. Probably not.
Okay.
And
not compared to the war going on south of us.
yeah, and the figure, clothes, gems, everything is completely disintegrated. There's no trace of it left.
Well, I'm going to ask about that when we're done with this. But in the meantime, job well done.
Yeah.
What brings you out here? Jericho
Yeah.
addresses the new guy.
Yeah, and he walks up and he's like, "Oh, thank you for the advice. My name is..." So I apologize. I'm just trying to catch my breath.
Not trying to think of a name.
No, of course I remember my own name. There's no need to be rude. My name is Samuel. I'm not a knight, although I am trying to be one. I got separated from my group. I do not know where they are.
Well, if I had to guess, I would say follow the sounds of tremendous violence that-a-way.
I think, like, nervously, he kind of, like, casts a glance over his shoulder. And he's like, yes, but perhaps we should stick together. Seems like safety in numbers here.
Do I recognize this asshole?
You recognize his finery. He is definitely not wearing the regalia of a fully fledged knight. But you recognize him as probably, like, obtaining the rank of squire of the servants of the Red Hand, which are the Emperor's personal bodyguard.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah, and so, like, he has skill, right? Because you don't just make it into that program without any skill, but it's also very clear that, like, he's not probably as powerful as your typical knight level would be.
Okay. Has
Does
Dane
not
reached?
have danger sense.
Can I insight check this dude? Because he has gone a far ways off of where he's supposed to be.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's a long way to get lost.
it's a long way to get lost, isn't it? Yeah, if you guys want to roll an insight check, I got no problem.
Do you just want to assist me, or?
I'll assist you.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. You can, like, you do the exchange whispers, right? And both of you reach the same conclusion, right? Because both of the rolls are 27s. I think that you realize very quickly that this individual, I think the first thing you recognize is he's very young. He's probably 16 or so.
Mhm.
And he holds his blade with surety, but he appears to be kind of struggling with the weight of the rest of the armor. Like, he's not used to it yet. You also realize he's fidgeting. He's very, very nervous. And he's kind of got that clingy vibe where he's like, you know, you guys are like off, like maybe like you have like a quick like exchange of glances, and he kind of like approaches you and kind of like looks around and like just kind of wants to be near you.
And I when he tries to do that,
Jericho
I'm
gets
like,
that a lot.
yeah, when he tries to do that, I'm like, back off a little bit, buddy. We're
like-
talking right now.
Yeah, he's like, oh, shouldn't we really be moving? Should be headed back. I think.
First off, you don't get the commands.
Yeah, and I think he kind of looks at you and he's like, oh, okay. Well,
You clearly don't recognize him. It's the mask. This is General Solomon.
oh, General, I apologize. I did not recognize your form. Although, to be fair, the last time I saw you, you were but a speck on the top of a wall. Some godforsaken city somewhere else. Never even been to Middenheim. And he kind of like looks around, and you can tell that he's definitely giving up that vibe that he's lost. He has no idea where he's at. You know, you could probably suspect maybe that from his nervousness and the way he's acting, like maybe he deserted, right? Like maybe he flee. He's someone who fled, but fled. Maybe he's someone who fled. But who knows? That might requiring knowing the circumstances as opposed to just reading his body.
Okay. Well,
but he definitely seems like clingy, like he doesn't want to leave your side at this point.
I'm going to say this to you right here. We are not going somewhere good. Where we're going is going to be dangerous.
You know,
could
much like the
die.
rest of the city.
Exactly. You could die. You could die if you go out there. You could die if you go over there.
Yeah, and I think
to follow us, but we're not going to assure your safety.
I think at that he probably looks a little offended, and he probably like kind of stands up straighter and he says, "I am to be the knight of a red hand, or I am to be a knight of the Red Hand. Do not fear death; it should fear me." And he says it, but like also like at the very end, his voice wavers a little bit, like he doesn't quite believe that, but that's what he's been trained to say. And you also get the feeling that he's prepared to die if it comes to that. He would just prefer not to.
We all.
Well, if you're going to be a knight of the Red Hand, first thing you need to learn is directions.
Yes, well, can we speak of that when we are perhaps away from here and whatever? And he kind of like looks at the scorch mark and small crater on the ground to his left, and he says, "Away from whatever that was."
Well, our version of away is going to be back in there because we actually have a job that we're doing here. We didn't just wander around. but you can probably stay with us if you'd prefer.
Yeah, he like looks around. He's like, at least there will be no harpies to swoop down upon us. Let us go.
No, just an ancient evil necromancer. Let's do this.
Really ancient. I think he's literally turning to dust, but I'm not going to actually count on that making him any more frail.
No.
I think like there's a moment where you see him question his decision here.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there is an aura over there. Do not touch it. Do not.
Well, we don't actually know what it does yet, do we? Have you considered sending Dane in? I don't.
Dane is out
Callus,
contacting
but-
Kova.
Yeah, and I think that probably triggers the event of Hannibal. You get a message from Dane. He says, Master, your friends, they are writing to you.
All
The battle is won, but much needs to be done for its, well, to completely clean it up. They come for the enemy? I don't know. It's very vague.
Go approach Cahill and talk to him. And then I dump the info onto Jericho.
Jericho would like to do some quick mental math. How close to the front door of the temple does he think that giant aura would extend?
Probably, if I were just to give a rough estimate, and I'm not measuring at all, there's probably like 70 to 80 feet to the front door.
Okay, from the edge of the aura?
Yeah, from the edge of the aura.
I don't think that it engulfs the front of the temple.
No,
but,
no, definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely not.
One thing that we could do, too, is that I could possibly dispel this aura. I keep Dispel Magic handy. That might probably be pretty fucking tough, I imagine.
Dane probably tells you to be there within minutes.
Be there within minutes? Okay. In that case, I'd sell that and I'd say, Jericho, should I drop it? Should we begin the attack?
I can give it a shot. I probably have a little more force behind mine than yours does.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah. You're talking about Dispel. Well, I'm talking about should I drop Seeming now since they're on the approach?
Yeah, so should you begin the assault of... Because there's still, like, guards and stuff around, right?
Wait, have
The
you been
temple.
concentrating on seeming this entire time?
Seeming is in concentration.
It's
Oh, okay.
pretty crazy.
Okay, cool. So this guy doesn't think that a pair of undead have just come to rescue him.
He kind of does, actually.
God damn it, Hannibal.
Yeah.
It's okay, apparently he immediately believed me when I said that you were the general, so he's got an illustrious career ahead of him.
I actually had forgotten that myself, to be fair. Being completely honest.
I had to as well.
So retroactively, did you maybe drop Seeming when we charged to his rescue?
No, because then I'll drop it on everybody.
Yeah. No,
I would say retroactively maybe you were able to reveal your true face to him. Just as a one-time deal to
help with continuity.
Yeah.
Yeah, for continuity.
The joke in my Thursday game is don't break the lore. Can't ever break the lore. Everything's gotta be perfect.
Okay.
So should I drop Seeming? That's the question.
May as well. I think if anything sees us by now, they're going to be suspicious already.
Very well. Let's begin the attack. And then as I snap my fingers, we attain our true forms.
Yeah, and we see like the overhead shot, right, of like all the other things. Then they're like pulling out their weapons and beginning to attack, and there's combat with all these undead outside. And yeah, you begin your assault. So, Hannibal and Jericho, you guys have a few moments to like move around. Also, it should be noted that like Silney and John and Daniela also have Seeming. They're just like having tea up here.
And then all of a sudden, their Seeming drops.
Yeah, and then Seeming drops, and they kind of like look at each other, and they're probably gonna start to move into the like big area.
Yeah, so let's get moving. I think that we should bust in there and try to dispel that sphere.
Well, let me take the first shot.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys can freely move, and then basically once you do a thing, we'll do some things.
Now then, move it. I forget your name.
Samuel, I think.
Samuel is his name.
Survive, and I'll remember it.
Is that true? You didn't even know John's last name until we started on this mission.
Who?
Yeah.
So
Squeeze it past. Still not touching it.
Yep, totally fine. You're also not invisible though. Are you sure you want to do that? Or do you want to stay in this room right now?
Yeah.
That I do that part I do remember.
Uh-huh. Well then, from here, can Jericho get a sight on the
You don't need
source
to
of the aura?
target. You don't need to target the source. You just need to target the magic.
Okay, works for me.
At least that's the way. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jordan, on that.
Hmm.
But that's the way that at least I understand dispel magic. Is that it directly dispels magic?
Yeah, you could target the magical energy, and you could do that. Yeah, that's totally fine.
Fantastic.
And how it works is that once you choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range, any spell of whatever level you cast a spell magic at or lower on the target ends. For each spell, whatever level or higher, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability.
Yep. I got it. And there's no way that Jericho could examine the aura being projected here to try to gauge the power churning out of it, could he?
Man, for whatever this is, as large as it is to have been going as long as it is, probably pretty powerful. I mean, like, just your normal common sense factor would tell you it's a pretty powerful spell.
Aren't you a such and such level bard? Can't you use your own bardic inspiration on yourself?
Not that high yet.
Soon, TM.
But not this afternoon. Okay, I guess
he means after this arc. So,
I guess
you attempt to dispel the magic.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if he wants to just cast and make the check, or if he wants to try to cast with his one level 6 slot and see if that's enough to just overwhelm it.
You might want to. It's whatever. Here's another thing. I don't know if that'd be power gaming it though.
It might be. Send it to me. I'll let you know if it's power gaming.
Okay, hold on.
Do you want to take the first shot instead?
Oh, no. I mean, like, yeah. That seems weird.
Yeah. So no, I'm not gonna say it.
That seems weird. Yeah. Definitely seems a little meta.
Yeah. So no.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking though and stopping yourself. I appreciate that. You're now my new favorite player.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Suck it,
He's
Brian.
the fickle GM. So Jericho will just take a moment to. Sorry. Yeah.
Let me do it first because I have to blow a 5th level if I do this.
Sure. I don't know what that means. I'm not a warlock.
I can only cast spells.
I know how warlocks actually work. I'm just saying that spell levels aren't really a thing here.
Okay.
It's level 5. It says level 3, but it's level 5.
Yeah. So level 5 is not high enough.
I need to roll that charisma check.
Yeah, you could roll.
I've forgotten. Have I used Tides of Chaos yet?
You have, yes.
Fuck.
Yeah, I specifically remember using Tides of Chaos.
tough break. Tough break, dude.
Okay,
well,
I don't regret not giving you bardic inspiration first.
Hannibal.
That was literally what I said, Jordan.
Hannibal. You realize immediately that trying to force it wouldn't matter. As soon as your magic reaches out and touches this area, it disappears. It vanishes like nothing was ever there.
Fuck me. It was a fucking illusion. Motherfucker. Or
Nope.
what?
It's not an illusion. Very real.
Oh, you mean that like it never would have like my magic was never there.
Correct.
Fuck, I know what
Your
this is.
Your spell slot is still consumed, though.
I know what this is. Can I say it?
Would Hannibal know what this is? Would you like to make an Arcana check to see if
Can I
you?
make an Arcana check?
Yeah, because now
Jericho?
situation has changed, so you can make another Arcana check to put. You have another piece of the puzzle.
Can Jericho assist him with this general bardic knowledge and specialty knowledge that he might
Sure.
have? Sure.
Do you admit that your magic just dissipated?
Yeah, I'll say it.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys can put your heads together. Sure. Have advantage, Hannibal. Okay.
Good advantage.
Yeah. What do you suspect it is?
It's an anti-magic field.
It's 100% an anti-magic field. You realize that
so bad.
almost immediately.
That's bad for spellcasters. And also, notably, every single one of us is a spellcaster.
Yeah.
Please, I can get around without casting spells.
It's true. Morella is kind of a spellcaster. Like, let's be fair.
I'm a
Yeah,
half-ass spellcaster, really.
Here's the thing, Hannibal. Unless this is some kind of freakish technique that I've never heard of before, that guy in the center also isn't going to be casting any spells.
Would I know that?
It typically doesn't discriminate. No.
Anti-magic is anti-magic. Come on.
Yeah,
So
okay.
what I'm hearing is that we are about to murder that guy the old-fashioned way, and
Yeah.
it's going to be hilarious.
And I think that the other thing that you realize, Hannibal, since you did roll a 22, it's not emanating from him. It's emanating from the book.
Okay. So in that case,
Which means, and I'll let you know, again, you have a 22. It may not be typical.
What do you mean it may not be? Oh shit! You mean it may not be?
Might have special
typical?
rules.
Yeah, might have special rules that apply to the book somehow.
He may be attuned to it in some way, so it's not affecting him. Fair enough. Call in the bears.
What I think we need to do. Then I turn to Samuel. Sammy boy here. You might have to grab the book and run.
Oh yeah, please let him grab the book. That would actually be amazing.
Please
I
don't.
know.
Please
Can I
don't
be
blow
honest
up
here?
our
I
door.
was never once planning to touch the book. Because that's the Hannibal immediately thought, that shit's probably going to curse me if I touch it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that as you all are here, you hear a and as the front door collapses inward, up come charging the individuals of the party. Morella at the head, followed by two great beasts with their riders, followed by a dismounted Cahill and his fiancée. And I assume they extend their warmest condolences to the individual situated in the center of the room. And I think begins the this quote unquote battle.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's appropriate. So the first thing that happens is once you come like barging in, I think we see this individual here who we recognize as Varen, the necromancer, the dread necromancer, right? Who's been kind of in charge of the whole thing, and his demeanor appears calm. Now, Jericho and Hannibal, just so you guys know, you are still hidden, quote unquote. And
Dane is with them, though, right?
Dane is with Cahill. Yes.
Okay, so I would have informed. Then, the moment this happens, can I inform him? There's an anti-magic sphere around him.
Yeah. He probably whispers it. That's totally fine. The only three that won't know are the three up top.
Okay.
These three up here. But he turns and his demeanor is calm. And he speaks with kind of a low, raspy voice. He says, "Ah, my Lord Cahill, it is good of you to join me. I had wondered when we might meet. You would become strong here. I am glad that you have come. You bring others. They also are strong. This is good. I approve of this. Thank you for delivering them to me. And Cahill looks like confused and also like a little bit offended at the mention that, like, you know, he's done something for this individual, because that's a rude thing to say. And as you all are kind of gazing around the individual, he turns back to his book and he kind of flips a couple pages, and he rests a hand over one of the pages of the books, and then he grasps it and rips it out. And as he does, we hear that scream, that rise up from the book. And we see the dust around the area begin to compile itself into these vague shapes and forms. And what we see is a little army for him. So, he taunts you one last time as he turns around and beckons you to join him. And then I think we can probably safely, I would say, roll initiative.
Okay, so
Question.
Yes.
Am I supposed to be on a different screen?
Oh, God.
you
There you go, everybody.
Yeah, it might be nice.
There you go,
Just look
everybody.
back.
I'm sorry I didn't move everybody. That was way less dramatic than I intended it to be. I apologize.
Okay.
No, it's okay.
There you go, there's-
I mean, we saw the dramatic arrival of the army.
yeah.
We're all like,
Also-
I bet that's cool.
Also, can
Wow.
I just say, wow.
Oh, that's amazing.
Wow, the curse is spreading.
Yeah, it's spreading. It
Like
really
werewolfism.
is. Yeah, so everybody go ahead and select your token and roll initiative now, if you don't mind.
Yes. Hannibal with the great initiative. Don't worry, I'll roll the same.
We can get the road on the show here.
Okay,
for
I rolled
at
a lot
least
better.
A little bit.
Also, I don't have Bardic anymore.
Do you want me
It's
to roll
probably
for
over still.
Danielle?
Yeah, can
Do
you
I
see
have
her?
Control over Danielle?
You
Yes, I do.
should.
Farah
Cool.
taking
I
the
do.
lead.
I actually
once.
rode well for once.
For once.
Yay!
So
high five.
I'm gonna whisper this to Jericho real quick. Can I do this?
Whisper what, did you? Oh.
I'm gonna
Copy spring
say,
action.
I can't go into that sphere at all.
Hey Jordan.
Yes.
Can you put Kree on top of Noct?
Sure can.
Like, I mean, I cannot enter that sphere at all in whatever possible way.
There you go, buddy.
Thank you. 'cause
Well,
that
good
is
thing we've been
literally
slipping
impossible.
around it the whole time.
Yeah.
I will die if I go into it.
Yeah, I picked up on the thread here, Hannibal. Thanks. Okay, that's fine. Just be prepared to, I don't know, cut off his retreat. Go and find the others. Bring them in.
They're already in, aren't
John, Silmi, Daniela.
they? Sure. Oh yeah, that's true. I should probably go get them.
Advise them of anything at all would be swell.
Okay, so also, so I think
We could
the current
probably
plan-
do with Daniela's brawn.
We need to get that fucking book. Is the book open?
Yeah, he just ripped a page out of it and summoned all these things. Or created all these things. Not really sure. It's kind of weird and vague.
So we need to either destroy. Maybe closing the book.
Am I breaking up or are you breaking up? I'm not sure.
He is.
Oh, he is. Okay, good.
Sorry, I fuck with my even.
Yep, didn't hear any of that, but I believe you.
What about now?
Nope. Still all fucky. There we go. That's...
So we got-
Cool. And then archers. Sorry, I'm just gonna close it up. Apparently, I didn't do this before because I'm bad. Everybody still there, or am I dead? Did I die? Hello?
I can hear
Nope.
you.
Okay.
You're here.
Alright.
Hello.
No, nobody was talking. I was really scared that I might have died. Cool. There you go. Oof, not good on the initiative. Not good. That's okay. Right. And then oh, I'm gonna have to roll it because slash roll d20 plus. I think Discord's doing that thing again where it just fucks everybody.
Yeah, soon I think some
24.
people are gonna get.
Yeah, you remember when this happened? This happened last week, right? Where like everybody got disconnected or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, Discord
Yeah.
is doing that funky thing again.
Yeah,
But it's weird. It seems to be the same people.
Yeah.
That didn't affect me last time.
I know that we did change the server
Yes.
location,
Correct.
so I don't know whether you changed that back or not. So
Okay, cool. So everybody's rolled. Everybody's good. Oh, I gotta roll for John too.
Yes, please. The most valuable person.
Oh, John.
Also-
yes, especially with an anti-magic field.
Hey, none of his spell casting is affected by that
I
field.
was just gonna say. He of all people is unaffected by this.
Wait.
He has
Wait.
he has a -1
Hold-
deck.
Oh
Hold
wait,
on.
hold on. Silny actually has a character sheet. Hold on.
So I gotta ask: is he the chosen one if his magic isn't affected by other magics?
I mean, yes, that is now.
Did
canon.
I inadvertently take the chosen one as my disciple?
God, I hope so. That'd be
Let the
amazing.
prophecy be told. Hannibal.
We all die, and he only lives to tell our tale.
No, let the prophecy be
As the
told that
supreme-
Solomon
Yeah, correct.
chose the chosen one.
So, the first turn that occurs is this individual's turn. Right. Why are you not scrolling? You.
He's back.
Yeah, kind of. It is the same. It is the same token model, but not the same enemy.
Okay, you're gone.
No,
Dang.
I refresh on purpose.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I refresh on purpose because sometimes Roll20 likes to freak out when people get moved and stuff, and doesn't allow me to scroll wheel up and down, which is literally the most annoying thing on the face of the planet.
Yep.
So yeah, not gonna be doing that anymore. But this individual is going to he's going to move to there. And he is going to then he's going to my god. That's okay. He's going to prepare an action, not a spell. He can't cast spells in here. But he's going to prepare an action. Oh, you know who else I missed? Okay, no. Missed Bait. I knew there was one person out of
Bayhill.
There we go. Yep, Mayhill is who I was missing. So, next, Farron McCabe. Cahill probably shouts like, it is an anti-magic field? How do we approach this? And he kind of like, he probably looks at you, Farron. You're the one that's known to do like the most magic, but he also looks at Aelin too, like having like divine entity. He obviously he's just he has no spellcasting ability whatsoever. So he kind of looks at you like, what should we do against this? And Farron, it is your turn. Yeah,
That
so
is a good thing to do.
So also, just so you guys are aware, the staircase here does technically block your vision to him, technically, quote unquote. So
they couldn't actually see him as he was making his dramatic proclamations.
yeah, his voice kind of just boomed throughout the cathedral.
That's also good.
I think I just end up charging up on Bernadette
Yeah.
whilst keeping my shield ready at the front, ready to deflect any incoming blows that may come my way.
Okay. Cool. Creed, is your turn.
Okay, so I'm going to prepare an action to attack the first enemy that comes in range.
Okay. With your lance. Spear? Bow?
Did I disconnect?
Feet? No,
Oh.
we can hear you now. What
Okay.
weapon are you preparing?
With my lance.
Okay, cool. No problem. Awesome.
The problem of being mounted.
Yeah, the problem of being mounted. I'm kind of just letting Bernadette go on Farron's turn because it's not a real. It's literally just a mount.
It's an actual mount. Mine's a pet.
Yeah, correct. Jericho, it's your turn. The battle has ensued. It seems like most of the attention is focused on the front doors. So you still have the element of perhaps surprise ?
Fantastic. All right. Are the facings here of the various creatures accurate?
Yes.
So we've got these three that are watching north.
Yep.
That one's watching south.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably like actively moving to the south too to like defend from that direction. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know if he needs to be stealthy for that.
No, you don't need to be stealthy, but what I do need you to roll me is a Constitution saving throw, please.
That's just fantastic. I'm so excited about this.
You're fine. It feels chilly inside of this bubble.
Yeah.
But you're fine.
Fantastic. And nothing appears to have noticed me. Can
No.
I see Varen from here?
Yeah, you absolutely can. Over the railing, for sure. Discord's doing that thing again, maybe?
Yes,
Seems like-
I think
hello.
it is.
Okay, hello. Yes, we can hear you now.
Can I see which way where Varen is looking?
He's looking at
Basically
the book.
what Jericho's...
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like staring at the book in front of him. And you can see like he's probably like finishing crumpling that piece of paper in his hands that he ripped out of the book.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What are we gonna do? Unless
Can you hear me?
Nope, yeah, we can.
Okay.
It's like
Are these just
as you start
Yeah.
saying important stuff.
Are these just dead plants down here on the
Yep.
floor?
Yep, that's exactly what those are. Just toppled over from the balconies and such.
God, no access to magic at all. It's a serious pain here.
Yeah. Remember that time when you said, I wonder how the fights are gonna go at this high a level? Remember when you said that, Liam? I'm assuming he's saying yes, and having regret is a free action, but we just can't hear him.
What the fuck? You just cut out majorly.
I did?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, I
Holy
think
shit.
I think it's specifically the server because like it keeps like
Okay.
Like we can't hear it.
uh,
I get
switch
it.
it to east and see if that fixes it.
We can't. I
I mean,
can't do it right
We
now.
also
Yeah,
do
it has to
have
wait
like
until it's
3 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's
yeah, that works.
here's the deal. Jericho, it's your
Uh,
turn. It's your turn when we come back. I'm gonna do one little thing
Yeah, that's
though,
fair.
real quick, so we can just get over this. As you see him crumpling this piece of paper, he releases it into the air, and it kind of like it shreds into dust as it comes up, and you can see that his hand, as he does that, these big patches of his skin also flake away, and you can see him kind of wince in pain a little bit, as that happens. And it gives you the impression that he is somehow like connected to what happens here. And that is kind of where we fade out on Jericho preparing to do his action. So
I missed anything that happened after Wince of Pain.
Yeah.
he winces in pain, and it makes you believe that he may be like connected somehow to the whatever he's doing, right? Like
Yeah.
he like the shreds of skin fly off of his hand as the paper disintegrates in the air.
Okay.
And that probably is like the close right before you do your action, shoot your bow, stab a thing, something. Leap down onto the ground level. Whatever you feel like doing.
No idea what you said.
Good. So we're gonna go ahead and take off. Thank you all for being here.
This is a good time to surrender.
Yeah, this is a good time to surrender all of the pain and suffering that we've experienced. This is a lot of fun, though. Glad you all could be here again, and glad we're finally getting into perhaps one of the couple of final sequences I have planned out. So it'll be a lot of fun. I know none of you can hear me, but you know what? Whatever. Go watch.
Actually, now.
Go watch the YouTube
We've
on.
been
You'll
in-
fucking figure
We've
it
been
out.
in like the
Okay, there he goes again. Great. Okay, good, perfect. So everybody, I think this is how much I gave last time. 1,500 experience. Is that true?
battle part 1 of 5.
Yeah. So everybody gets 1,500 experience. Congratulations.
How much?
It's typed in chat. Inspiration. Yes. So
Wait, what about the thing we
you
killed?
all vote for 2 inspiration.
Remember, we just get session XP.
Yeah, I'm just giving session XP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's vote.
Feel free to type in chat if you feel like you're not getting through or people are not paying attention to you.
I would like to know.
Oh, goodbye. Kree votes Farron. Okay, good.
What?
Exactly.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Kree's, yes, I can hear you. Speak quickly.
I would like to nominate Aelin for stopping the slaughter and proving that she will be the true power behind the throne.
Ooh, it's a good one. I like that one.
Yeah,
Damn.
Yeah, sure.
I'll go
Aelin.
with Aelin.
Okay, Aelin,
Thank you.
congratulations. Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic. See how much farther it progresses throughout this series. Anyone else? Anyone else have a vote? I see you vote for Farron, Kree.
Yeah, Farron for his horrible.
Yeah.
The pity inspiration. It's so good.
Yeah, you need it.
I need
Okay,
some
Farron
hello.
good
to
to
making
come out
the
of this
best of
session.
a
Hello.
bad situation.
Yeah, he was trying real hard. Okay.
Jordan's fucking losing it.
Listen,
Holy
I'm
shit.
all for the pity inspiration.
I can't wait for Sunday. It's gonna be so good. Okay, Farron, congratulations. You receive your
Typing
inspiration
for trying his best.
for
yeah.
trying your best. Yes. Fantastic. I think my inspiration, I really liked the whole investigation thing that we did here with Hannibal and Jericho. So I think Hannibal, I think I'm gonna give you inspiration for that because you had some really cool ideas and knowledge and made some really cool checks and got some really cool stuff here. So I'm gonna vote for you.
Yay.
So that's where my inspiration is. It's kind of a coin flip on that one. So, but Hannibal, you can get it this time because I think I gave it to Jericho last time. To be fair. So thank you all for being here. I'm sorry Discord messed up the final climactic end to this session, but that's okay. You can just go watch it later. And that's all I got for you guys. Thank you all for being here. As always, I love you all, and I'm glad you all have put up with me for, by the way, 2 years now.
I know.
In case you're curious.
Yeah.
2 years.
This is our 2-year session basically.
Mhm.
In
Nice.
case anyone's curious. So
Oh no, I
We-
was looking at.
we are
chat
a large anomaly in this hobby that we participate in.
Oh
And
yeah.
the fact that
How-
we have maintained such a solid group of, I mean, even 6 players. I mean, Megan, you joined not even really, like, you joined like 6 months after we started, like not even that long after we started. It's been a while with you as well. So this core group of players is it is an honor and pleasure to play with all of you at all times.
I assume that you are keeping track of session number as well, so we know when we hit 100.
I am. We are
Wonderful.
not quite there.
We wouldn't be now.
Yeah, but we are slowly approaching that, or rapidly approaching that, I should say. It will be close to, I think, the end of this, or like the very beginning of the next arc. Because the second arc was 50 sessions. And the arc before that was like 37, I think. So we're approaching that pretty rapidly. It'll be towards the beginning, I think, of the next.
All right, guys, we just gotta rev out like 10 more sessions.
Yeah, exactly. But thank you all for being here. It's been a lot of fun, and I'm gonna go do my outro. See you guys later.
All right.
Also,
This has been a great first D&D group. Just saying.
Same.
Yeah, you dudes got spoiled so hard.
Worst
don't
game
know
of
the
anything
pain.
ever.
Yeah.
Man, you know, if that Josh kid would have stayed, that would have been 3, man. It would have been 3 people.
Yep.
First time ever D&D.
Yeah.
Josh was Jebediah, right?
Jebediah, yeah.
Jebedo.
Jebedo, right? You kept
Yeah.
calling him
Robin.
Jebediah, but his name was
I kept
Jebediah.
calling him Jebediah because
let's-
it was
let's
just
be-
awesome name.
To be clear here, it's most likely it was probably supposed to be pronounced Gebetto.
True, yeah, it probably was supposed to be pronounced
Not
Jebediah.
that anyone cared.
But he just put up with our shit, and that was good. Well, only
I
for a
remember-
couple weeks.
Well, for a while.
God, I remember like he like talked to us after the session. Like, I'm sorry, I can no longer be here.
Yeah, it sounded like he had personal stuff going on, but whatever. He has an open invite. He had an open invite to come back whenever he wanted. I'll run for 7. I'm not scared.
Let's make it 10.
I'm scared.
No, God, no, please.
No.
I'll just run 2 groups at that point. But thank you all. I'm going to do outro. We'll see you all later. Bye. Next
Bye,
week.
guys.
Bye. All right, guys. Thank you all for being here. For that little bit of reminiscing at the end, it was fun. You know how we do, guys. We have a good time. This was a lot of fun. I'm really glad that everybody could be here. I'm so excited. I just want to keep playing. And that's how I know that it's been a fun session. So I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. And for next time, put on your battle boots, because it's time to fight Varen, the Dread Necromancer, and his book of just pure essence of evil. And it's gonna be really fun, because this is something that like I've had kind of semi planned out for a very long time. So I'm really excited to get to this and introduce this character and his abilities in its fullest, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. So I hope you all enjoyed your time as much as I did. We'll see you all next time. The Siege of Middenheim. Stay tuned.